Pop's Doghouse Garage. I just wanted to thank you for checking it out and kind of explain to you a little bit about what you should expect to find on this channel. So first of all, why is it called Pop's Doghouse Garage? Well, the first part is my grandfather, Pop, in the old days, have very fond memories. And you could say that my mechanical aptitude or desire to have an aptitude might have come from the parents on both sides of my family, but primarily my grandfather, Pop, who was a diesel mechanic and a welder. I'm going to show you a picture right here of him in the late 40s working at Caterpillar. And I have these memories of a child of like camping at Chincoteague Island in Virginia and watching the wild ponies swim across from Assateague Island. And Pop had worked for like a year ahead of time to convert this old bread truck into a camper. And so we were kids. We weren't proud. We were too young and naive to be embarrassed. All we knew is we were having a great time. And so when we rolled into that campground in that old bread truck that Pop had made, we had one hell of a good time. So his influence played a large role in me having a desire as a kid and then as an adult to buy things and fix them up. You also could attribute a good part of this to the fact that I grew up on a small farm, and in those days, back in the 70s and 80s, it wasn't anything like YouTube to go to look for a how-to video or anything like that. We had to figure it out ourselves, or you had to have a good friend that was very mechanically inclined. Thank you, Steve. And invite that friend over to help you out, so to speak. Anyway, that's the Pop side. The doghouse side of it is that my loving and very tolerant wife, I seem to always be in the doghouse with her because I get a new project, I buy a new car, I buy a new boat to work on, and I never bring her into the loop. It's like I know she's going to talk me out of it, so I just do it anyway. I figure it's better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission sometimes. So I'm always in the doghouse. And the doghouse is this garage back here. So some of the first things that I will be doing on this channel will be reviewing some of the projects that I've done over the last 2 years. I was inspired by some other YouTubers like Randy from Auto Auction Rebuilds. He taught me through his videos how to bid on cars on Copart and rebuild them. I watched all of his videos and I still do to this day. And so I'm 12 cars in now, buying them, rebuilding them, giving them to my kids. I have yet to buy one and actually sell it. So I'm not a car dealer. I just do this for the sheer joy of putting something back together. Now over here, over my shoulder, there's an Audi A8 that I bought at an auction. I'm going to go over some of these in the breakdown of the projects that I've done to date. Maybe in the next video, we'll get it more in depth. And then on the other side of that is this really, really, really cute Volkswagen GTI that I rebuilt for my daughter. And it's back here. I just pulled it in today because it's going to need some camshaft chain tensioners. It's making a rattling noise. And so I'm going to watch a YouTube video and I'm going to try to figure out how to do it on my own and document the process. And then over here, we'll just call her Blondie, my wife. This is her car. She just picked it up last month. It's a Mercedes AMG GLA 45. And let me tell you, that car surprised me. It's a 2-liter big turbo. Mercedes rates it at 4.2 seconds, 0 to 60. All the Road and Track magazines rated it like 3.9, and it can be tuned to go even faster. So it looks like a Porsche Cayenne and a Nissan Rogue had an illegitimate child, and they named it a GLA 45 Mercedes, and it's fast as balls. So it's faster than anything I've got right now. So some of the things I think you can expect to see that I have not worked on yet would be cleaning up this garage. So the garage has got to get cleaned up. I've got to get the tools organized. I'm going to epoxy that floor, and I'm going to detail the process of epoxying that floor and let you know how it turns out. It might turn out looking like crap. It might turn out great. But I know there's a bunch of people out there that have probably thought about epoxying their floor. They responded to one of those ads on Facebook that pop up all the time, only to get a quote for several $1,000s. So we're going to try to do that. Over here, I got a couple outboard engines I'm working on. I got a 90 horsepower one right there that I'm going to have a replacement power head that should arrive here this Friday, and a little 14-foot speedboat that's going to go on. That ought to be fun. Anyway, we got a lot of stuff. We got, I just dropped a little BMW off for the daughter with a Volkswagen today over at her mom's house. She's going to be driving that. Got a lot of projects. We got to weed some of these out. Really get the projects across the finish line and get them gone. Give them away, sell them, do something with them. But anyway, that's it. That's me. That's Pop. I'm Pop now, carrying the torch in his memory. And I appreciate you stopping in and looking at what we're doing here, and look forward to hearing from you guys.